All right, guys, so we have two cool videos for today. One's a teenager tries to escape the police and somehow gets out of her handcuffs, so I thought that was interesting. The other one is just a run-of-the-mill JC News Now video. I also have to add that there is something very good that happened today. Well, good for me, maybe not good for everyone else. The Red Wings, whoever is a hockey fan, has signed with the Detroit Red Wings. Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane signed with the Red Wings. 1-year deal. Apparently, it's worth $2.75 million, which is pretty solid for us. Chess is not my game. All right, let's get that out of the way. We're going to wait for more than 11 people to show up before we start doing this. I also have some cool other interesting news to show. How you doing, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? If you stick around, we're going to talk about Josh as well, because Josh has seemed to be a problem as of late. And you know how I love correcting Joshes. It's starting to become a daily thing at this point. Oh, shit. Rick. Oh, Jesus Christ, Rick. Why do you put up with the lies that regular puts out? I can't control what other people say about me. That's the whole problem. Like right now, I'm dealing with an issue of another creator who's kind of bottom of the barrel, trying to scrape together some nonsensical content so we can get content so we can get views. What's with Josh's? Just to anger all of the Joshes. I got my resume right here, and yes, I'm showing you the back because I'm not going to show you everything because one of the Joshes has already threatened to harass any past employers that I have. So that's why I haven't put this bad boy out. Oh, no, I know you're not being a jerk. He's off on his channel doing his own thing. I've corrected what needed to be corrected, not only on my page, but on Jerry's page yesterday. Tats can vouch for that. Has anyone met an okay Josh? Okay, so in Josh's defense, Josh is as in Josh is in a hole. Taco Josh is pretty cool. Yoshi's pretty cool. Who else's name is Josh? Frauditor Trolls, pretty solid. The rest fall in the drama and auditing community, so we all know how they are. And that's sorry to anyone named Josh that happens to be in the chat. Yeah, I got you, Eric. I got you. I knew Frauditor Troll, Taco Josh, and those are the only good Joshes that are popping in my head right now. Yeah, but we do have to wrap this up in like 45 minutes, so hopefully I can squeeze everything in here. Safe from being called Josh today. Yeah. All right, so we're going to watch this random video from JC News Now. Oh, fuck. Shut up, JC News Now. So JC News Now normally gets covered by Unclean Hands. If you're not subscribed to Unclean Hands, go over there and do that. But one of JC News Now's biggest supporters is Lucky Laptop News, Mr. I Got Law Books. But this is a Douglas County Sheriff Department refusing to take his records request. Because as we know, that's the ruse they use to get into filming places that they're not supposed to film. My favorite video of Broken System, Broken Trust is when he came to my home and I called him I'm trying to keep this monetized. I don't care anymore. I called him a bitch to his face and he just kind of went and then ran to harass my neighbor. Good times. All right, let's play this. Oh, there we go. You know what I should probably do before I, point?
Douglas County Sheriff's Department Eagle threw my request on the 4th after he'd been served. So this is going to go in the 1982 lawsuit. I guess they're not going to take it. I'm leaving it right there. They've been served. I've got it all on film. All right. That's the way they do things here in Douglas County. There's no transparency. None whatsoever.
None.
See that flag? It don't count here. Open fire on my burning heart. I've never been lucky in love. I knew my signal was going to fade, so I'm going to have to do this static. I hope I got everything before it went out. I knew it was going to. Yeah. They don't want to take records requests. They don't want to fulfill it.
At what point does this not look suspicious? You have a guy walking around your entire building, jamming his camera into the fucking windows. At what point do you just go, oh yeah, that's normal behavior?
Because I asked how many times officers pulled their gun and fired it in the line of duty. That flag don't mean shit in Douglas County. Rights don't matter here. That's all right. I hope you like this video today. Couldn't answer any of my letters, you coward. It's all right. It's all right, Slaw.
If someone sends you a nonsensical letter, why would you respond? That doesn't make any sense. I know if this guy, a convicted multiple-time criminal, if he sent me a letter saying, more rights, I would just throw it in the trash.
On you, bud. Your dispatcher refused to take a sunshine request. I don't know who gave her that information, but I'm gonna put her name on it personally. She knowingly violated my rights.
All right.
You understand what a 1983 charge is, don't you? You're fixing to find her. You are gonna find out. I told your jailers I'd be back. Y'all left me laying back there with a broken heel for 6 days. No meds. Wouldn't get my breathing meds filled either. So, I got some paperwork for you, buddy. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna stay on for a second. Because I'm just almost sure I'm going to get stopped going out of this crooked motherfucker. I need to get some yonder. There's my temper. Yeah, there's some crooked motherfuckers around here. The Gates has killed several. Hadn't you, Chris? How many have you killed? That's what I'm curious about. I'm gonna get those records. You watch, buddy. Fuck your no filming policy. It's not a law. You don't set law, buddy. You're not a legislator. So fuck you. Piece of shit. Tyrant motherfucker.
So what you just witnessed is small man syndrome. Before I get angry, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Turn into a Smurf and get angry? He offered me an olive branch and invited me up on his stream. He owes me like, I don't know, 1,400 apologies for blatantly lying about me for the last 2 months before I even think of even talking to the man, if you'd even call him that. But yeah, this was a case of small man syndrome. You need to do what he says when he says it, or he's gonna get mad. And it's just like, over what? Also, I'm pretty sure if there was any type of shooting in a county, you wouldn't even need a records request. You could just go to the damn newspaper and be like, yeah, what officer was involved in this shooting? And it would be yep, it was officer blah, blah, blah. But no, he needs to go right there, get angry, and get a records request.
Sorry for my cussing, y'all. Trying not to get upset, but I know how this coward is. He'll violate your rights in a minute. He's gonna learn, though.
He's gonna learn today.
He's gonna learn you can't violate rights. You have to obey the law, especially being a sheriff. Good God.
I also, you guys have seen it in probably a million videos at this point. How many times have you seen me live stream from behind the steering wheel while driving? Like, obviously, this is in the middle of nowhere. This is in the sticks, but there's a car right there. Cars have been passing him. He has no business talking and live streaming and driving at the same time. He seems like one of those people who have a problem chewing gum and walking at the same time, so I definitely don't want him behind the wheel of a vehicle. Somebody check if that's the real broken system, broken trust, or the fake broken system, broken trust. The fake one can stay because the fake one is cool. The real one's convicted woman beater, so we're not cool with that. There was a farmer Smurf. That's him. Sure as shit. That's who he turns into when he's angry.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, let's get out of here.
Get some yonder.
Gotta get some
shit now. That jailer come out there talking like, here's your copy back. No, I ain't taking that back. He tried to pull a fast one on me. He said, here's your copy. That's the copy I turned in.
Hand banana, only 3 people have a wrench, and one of them's me, and 2 of them are not here. But no, typical, like every small town, you have to have a McDonald's. I'm still waiting to see the Dollar General. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of that video because obviously nobody really wants to see him drive for as long as he is. Oh, God, that's the fake broken system, broken trust because he's actually being funny. I don't film and drive because I've downsized and don't have a car to travel in. So KTZ, let me talk about this for a second. So I do think there is a difference. I'm drawing a blank on the channel name. The guy who runs, I want to say Columbus area body cams. I think he has another page called like Life of a Patrol Officer. I wish Spencer was here. He would know exactly what it's called. He live streams sometimes on his way home from work, but he puts it in the little thing you can plug into your vent. Holds his phone. He live streams. And he just looks at the road the entire time and just talks. He's not looking to read comments and all that stuff. I only hate a handful of people, and many of them are named Josh. So I think you're good, Hand Banana. Thoughts of patrol officer. That's what it is. Yes. But yeah, he'll live stream, but he'll put it right there, like by the radio, not look at it and just drive. I don't have a problem with that as much as Chili sitting there like, oh, what's the put a 1 in the comments. Like, come on, Jose. And okay, you know what? Let me go back for a second. I'm not going to put it on screen, but let me just check. I'm curious to see how many views that video has. I'm prejudiced against people named Josh. I mean, hey. Okay, so that video from 3 days ago has 119 views. And he put their phone number in the description. That's not sketchy at all. But yeah, so it's not like he was actively talking to someone who was in this chat. More than likely, he was live streaming to no one. And here we are. Oh, I guess we can talk about that since I brought that up. For Dick Neck, Redneck Dad. If you want to play this game, we can play this game. It's the cool part about KFAR holding all the cards. You mean this resume? You mean this resume? The resume that's in my hand right now? That's strange. Yeah, I deleted it. Do you want to know why? Because I haven't been on LinkedIn for like 7 years. And then I believe I heard something along the lines of, oh, you use that to get a job at the jail. No, I use this one, which is on screen. But sure, I would take my apology now. But hey, I doubt I'll get that. Let's read this real quick. I could have been much more specific. So supervising 20 to 30 people, doing different jobs throughout the day, that's accurate. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Fully qualified to pilot an aircraft carrier, also accurate. Qualified to supervise and run a 10 to 15 person watch section, also accurate. Proficient in completing in maintenance tasks. Yes, I actually talked about this. When you got to the ship, you went to indock. Everyone, even officers and chiefs and whatnot. You'd go to indock. In 3 months of being on the ship, you were supposed to get 3M qualified, which made you qualified to do maintenance. So everyone in the ship was qualified to do maintenance. Let's see. Qualified to supervise evolutions that are extremely dangerous. Yes, unrep, very dangerous. Degloving is a thing. People can fall overboard by getting hit by the lines, though. I could talk about this, but like 3 people probably know what I'm talking about. When you do, I always did cargo because it was hilarious. Aw. Did you drive the boat? Yeah, I drove a $1 billion aircraft carrier. I think on last check, it was $4.5 billion in 1970. So with, all that nonsense, it's probably worth more now. It's like my resume is right in front of you, and instead of saying, damn, I'm sorry, KFAR, I was wrong, you guys are still pushing random information. It's kind of adorable. Qualified to quality check all lines on the ship. Yeah. The mooring lines are 9 inches long. That's what kept the boat in place when we were in port. All that nonsense. Is it my first bulletin? Because it looks like my first bulletin is supervise 20 to 30 people doing different jobs throughout the day. Also, for those of you who think for some reason this is all nonsense. So I've got 1 letter of recommendation from a sergeant at a police department, 2 recommendations from a sergeant at a police department, 3 recommendations from a sergeant at a police department, and then a random patrol officer. That was pretty cool. But I digress. Oh no, I just enjoy correcting people. Technically, my entire enlistment was sea duty outside of boot camp. I went from boot camp to A school, technically, if you can call it that. And then I went from that. They flew me out on deployment after like my week and a half. I think I got 10 days of leave after A school. Then they flew me out to the ship that was already out on deployment. We did deployment, came back for, I want to say just north of a month. And then we went back out on deployment. Again, everyone knows what ship I was on. My DD-214 that's been out for 3 years. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, it's on there on my DD-214. What ship I was on, you can cross-check that with what days they were out on deployment. It's literally on Wikipedia. When tell you when they went on deployment. It's kind of adorable. All right, so Stone Vet, this is why I said it was skeptical. So this would be like me saying, instead of saying qualified to pilot an aircraft carrier, I said qualified in driving a $13 billion piece of military equipment. I'm just curious. Are you dumb or are you stupid? Oh, never mind. I lied. I read that wrong. I denounced him 2 months ago. A little gremlin who looks like a, caveman has been intentionally lying about it for 2 months. And then I went on another channel and reiterated what I've already said. And apparently that's not enough. But yeah. But yeah, that would be like me saying I'm fully qualified to do something. So I did 2 deployments, and then if you know anything about being in the shipyards, you literally go out for months at a time, come back for a week, go out for months at a time, come back for 2 weeks, leave for 2 weeks, come back for a couple days, go up. It doesn't matter, bro. You did more time underway than me. Cool, because you did more than 4 years in the military, so that would kind of make sense. So cool story, bro. You did 2 tours in the Cub Scouts. That's pretty solid, not gonna lie. Sub duty sounds like the absolute worst time. I just showed the letters of recommendation. Here's the problem. You're trying to give me shit for not showing where I worked, my resume. It's because your boy broken system, broken trust. Not technically you were dry docked. I was dry docked, yes. But once you get out of dry dock and you're still in the shipyards during your maintenance period, you are literally trying to get qualified so that you can get deployed. So that's what you do. Let's see here. You had Hand Banana had sex in an alley once. That's dope. But no, yeah, I'm not showing my resume or where I worked because someone that you're very fond of, Broken System, Broken Trust, has already said that he would harass any past employers that I had. Therefore, they get no information. But yeah, there's that. How did I paint and drive the boat at the same time? It's almost like there's 24 hours in a day. That's why I said A school. So we went from boot camp, and because of my rate, I believe it was that 1 week recruit training. That was technically my A school because I came in unrated. And then I struck bosun mate after that. You pilot a ship, not drive one. That's why it says pilot. Nothing about me was skeptical. It just wasn't shit. Cool story, bro. I still don't have to peddle misinformation for a handful of views and a few bucks. I'm not you. Breaking their hearts aren't abuse. Yeah, it's getting pathetic at this point. Like, they're so obsessed. It seems like this gremlin-looking dude wants to wear my skin. It's really weird. It seems like Stone Vet has a giant lack of integrity issue. It's like, my resume is right here. Will he go on his page and correct it? Will he issue a retraction? Probably not. All right. That's the fake Broken System, Broken Trust, and he does have a court date, I want to say on the 15th of December, regarding the 3 interference charges out of Taylor, which I'm hoping will be on the YouTube in Judge Slavin's court. All right, this is what I wanted to show. Yeah, Hand Banana, that's the thing. I don't care about Josh, but he's still making content about me. And now he's trying to push some weird information that getting married young and getting divorced is somehow now fraud, which is news to me. All right. So this is going to be an entitled teen defies cop and escapes handcuffs. And we got about 25, 30 minutes to get through a 22-minute video. I think we can handle that. Bang. And bang. There we go.
Look, what the f? Look, square. Stop it. Will you tell me I'm training you for something?
In Central Florida, officers responded to a report of a woman who refused to leave a property despite being escorted off.
Copy, check by the channel.
No, we're code 4.
Stop position. Stay still. Put your arm down. Put your arm down.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hand behind your back. I warned you.
You got your cuffs.
You're gonna be okay, baby. I'll get you for more.
You'll be okay.
It'll buff, homegirl.
You'll be okay, baby. You'll be fine.
Listen, if I find your friend, I'll tell her what happened.
Could I ask what happened?
You told her to get off property.
Multiple times. Fix your dress.
I literally tried to Uber home 3 times.
I tried helping you multiple times.
Uber home 3 times.
No, I saw you on the side of the building.
I promise.
And then when I told you to come talk to me, what'd you do? You tried pulling away from me very violently, and you even tried running. Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Sit down, please. Turn around. Have a seat. Right there. Yes, ma'am. I won't let you fall. Go ahead. Have a seat. There you go. Okay. Sit up. Stay right there. Again, that's not my whole resume. That's my specific snippet from my military service that I figured would be relevant to getting a job at a police station. I have about 4 or 5 other jobs on here, but again, if you have a violent convicted criminal who has harassed you at your home, telling you that he's going to go and harass every single past employer you've had, yeah, I'm not going to make that public information.
Do you I need please? I'm not even drunk.
Ma'am, how old are you?
I think I'm almost 20 now.
So you're underage and drunk.
I'm not even drunk. Can you breathalyze me? I'm
You're not driving.
I'm
So I
not
don't
drunk.
have to breathalyze you.
I'm not drunk. I've been sober for 17 hours.
So
Bro, 17
not
hours.
listening to us all these times is just being
Because you pissed me off.
we pissed you off.
Because
We didn't arrest you when you were fighting. We didn't arrest you the
I
second.
literally was trying to get my corner. My friend ditched me because she's a piece of crap. And there's something, that's not your business. It's mine.
Yeah. But you could have waited off the property until it got done.
I literally was
Like
trying
I
to
told
find her.
you.
I was trying to find her 7 times. Did I not tell you I was trying to find my friend?
I also told you to
I
stay
told
off the
you
property.
twice. I told you twice I was trying to find my friend. She ditched me.
And I told you to stay
know
off the
that.
property until the club's out. Everyone's going to come out, and then you can find your friend.
Sir.
But no, you didn't listen. So
You
now
did.
we're here. I
You
tried
did.
helping you multiple
You
times.
did. You told me I fucked up.
Get her
And
name, run her on teletype.
run me however you want. I lost my
What's your
license.
name?
ID.
What's your name?
You know you have my ID.
No, I don't. I don't know who you are.
God, dude.
How would he have your ID?
I'm 20. I'm sober. You have my ID. I'm for fact.
How would I have your ID?
Because you f***ing stole it. You took it from me.
All right, everybody say goodbye to my stalker, Stone Vet. Bye. Bye. Please don't wear my skin. I did address this, but I'll do it verbally as well. Oh, let me go over here where that actually lives. I want to say it was GMK, possibly. Or maybe I was just behind. Yep.
I literally don't try.
Where's your ID at?
I swear, everything. You have my ID right now. Go pull up the harassment camera. You have my ID.
All right, if we pull up that ID, we're going to show you running from me.
Go.
The woman then managed to escape her handcuffs.
Look.
What the f***, man?
Look square.
Stop.
Look at me.
Stop.
I just wanted you to shake with me. That you
Put
have
your hand
my
behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
Go with me. You can
How'd you
shake
get out
with
of
me.
those?
Look, you can shake with me all you want. You have my ID, and you know that.
Leave those on, please.
Yes, sir. I'll keep it like this.
All right.
Promise me that you
So is there
remember
a
now.
piece of paper? So, I
Remember now?
don't have anything with me. I have my POV.
You remember now.
You get out of those cuffs again,
Stop.
you get charged with a felony.
You're going to get a felony. Stop it.
There's no reason to charge that. I'm right here.
Then don't get out of your cuffs.
Then you
Put
realize.
those back on.
Look at me.
Put them on now.
You
Stop it.
realize that I fucking asked you twice. I did not.
Stop it. How are you getting these cuffs? Stop it.
Get them on, put them on tight.
You slipped me twice.
Just stop it.
You listen to me?
Because I denounced him 2 months ago and haven't supported him in the same amount of time. Also, I wanted to point out something. Another correcting Stone Vet thing that's pretty obvious. You made a claim on your live stream that I streamed with him for 7 months, 2 to 3 times a week. By all means, if you think that, that's fine. I actually corrected Stanley on something similar today. Wrangler's only been making content for 7 months. And Stanley made the claim that I knew him for 9. I did not. I streamed with him for a few months, maybe a month and some change. So 7 months is a bit disingenuous. And if you had any integrity, you would issue a retraction on your page. But since you lack it, here we are.
Hey, sober up. Well, why aren't you listening then?
What do you want to know?
Put your hand behind your back.
I'll let you know whatever you want to know. I'm sober, and you go up to...
You're not listening to me. What's your name?
I need for you anyway.
Well, you can go with no bond then. I'll give you John.
Please, Breathlight.
Exactly.
I'm not going to jail for being drunk. I'm going to jail for being an idiot.
I'm not sure you. I Ubered my friend 7 times. Please.
Twice.
Please look at my credit card number.
And she battered about it.
I Ubered my friend. I'm trying to get out of here so I don't. I'm not trying to jail. Please take me. Okay. Well, listen. I Ubered myself.
Where's your cell phone and your wallet and all that stuff?
With my Uber, where I Ubered myself home 3 times.
Oh, you Ubered yourself, but you just mean you drove here. Where's your car?
I wouldn't drive. Why did I drive here?
You just said you Ubered yourself.
I Ubered myself here and back because I knew I couldn't drive. Right?
You left yourself in the Uber?
I swear to God. You have to be.
Where's your friends?
My friend is with the Uber, where I Ubered myself home because why would I drive right now?
They left you here?
Yes. If they give me a DUI, that's because
You're not driving. You're not getting a DUI.
well, I swear to God, I would never drive home. My mom was passed away in a car. That's very bad. I wasn't driving.
I mean, that's smart. You're smart for that.
You don't have to care what my opinion is. That's not your problem.
Why? Is this your friend?
My friend. That is my friend. I lost everything. I've learned out of everything that went. Even grow with
Stand right there.
What happened?
She's going to jail. She had multiple warnings to leave the property because they wanted her off the property.
They wanted to cross the property.
And she kept coming back after warnings. She kept coming 3 times.
It's a toss-up. It really is. Good afternoon.
There's nothing I can do.
You have her ID or anything?
No, right here.
Her ID?
Yes. Give me my ID.
If it's her, give it to me.
So Hand Banana, funny thing about that. Anything that you do in the back seat, yes, I've seen officers make people clean it up. But the seats are also not exactly like cloth, leather, blah, blah, blah. The ones where I worked were literally hard, plasticky rubber. And you would just take a hose to the back seat, and that was it. It was like the easiest thing to clean off. And then you hit it with some Lysol and call it a day.
You're done. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop.
Is there anything I can do
To get her out of this and stop talking. She's going. She pulled away from me. She tried.
What happened?
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm telling you. She got kicked out of the club. I couldn't find her for like 20 minutes. I'm freaking out. She got kicked out of the club. She kept coming back and back and back after multiple warnings. Hey, don't come back. You're going to go to jail. And she kept coming back. Stop talking. At one point, she even ran from me after I told her stop. And I tried to place her on the arrest. She jerked away from me, and she's going to jail.
I'm sorry, sir, but what is she going to jail for? Pick me up
For trespassing.
Stop. I love you so much. Stop talking. Thank you. I'm so sorry, but please tell me what happened.
He's obsessed. He can't leave.
I mean, this really doesn't concern you, okay?
I understand that this concern me, but I need to call somebody, and I understand what you're going through. I don't know what happened.
I'm not going through anything. She's going through it.
I know, and I totally understand what you're going. I totally understand. I'm telling you, I understand. I'm just genuinely trying to see what's going on so I can call somebody. I need to let them know what's going on. You get what I'm saying?
Did you ask her? Are you asking me?
Because
She can talk.
that is my best friend, and I'm calling them.
Just to continue doing this to Stoned Vet. So I just went to Wrangler's videos, went to oldest, 7 months. Let's go to his oldest show. It doesn't let me do the oldest shorts because there's only 2 of them. Let's go to oldest live streams. 2 months. I know he was kind of clipping those down, but yeah, so 7 months. And his channel's only been around for a year. So there's that. Yeah. It's hilarious. They could have helped her, but I believe, what was she, trespassed? And she kept coming back to a private establishment. I feel like at that point, you can't really, discretion is kind of out of your hands if it's... Yeah, exactly, AJ. And then he tried to claim the 63 prisoner complaints on Georgia Transparency's record from the prison is non-existent. GMK, I'm asking you legitimately, what would you like me to say? But no, so just because this was in a private establishment, she kept coming back, it kind of takes it out of their hands. If she was trying to trespass a park or something like that, they could probably just be like, get out of here, go, go, go. But it's kind of at the point where private establishment probably wanted to press charges and they have to at least arrest her overnight.
Police officer, I'm not asking my best friend. I'm training to be a police officer.
Don't know. What's up?
Tell me I'm training to be his position. Please tell my...
She thinks it's funny.
I don't think it's funny. I
Now
really don't want
Stoned
to
Vet is
you make me
getting
break down in
sexist.
tears. This is my best friend, please.
She's going to jail.
Let me
That's all
quick
you
take
need
a
to know.
picture of that, because that's what they do.
Stop the film. You do. I have so much respect for you. Look at me. What did you do?
What did you do?
Oh my God, what did you do? Alright, we can do it this way if you want. What did you do?
Hey.
What did you do? Right here, okay? Do you have your keys on you?
I don't think she has any property with her.
My God, I gotta call Gary. I don't know what the fuck.
Did you say?
Oh my God.
Hey, can you stand over there for me, please, while we do this? Thank you. Stop.
All right, so Richard, in the grand scheme, it probably didn't cost the taxpayers anything. Because, like I said, she probably would have got released the next day. There's already going to be a booking officer there. There's already going to be jail cells. It's really nothing changed. GMK, where are you at, GMK? I saw your comment. Man, I'm on the wrong fucking screen. I saw your comment. Yep, I don't support him anymore. He lied. I'm sorry for my very minimal part for only streaming with him for about a month and some change on only his channel. I don't really know how to explain his mindset, so I'm not even going to dive into that. Hey, Josh. Let's just call you Josh. So Josh, Mr. Gremlin, you look like your parents are a gremlin and a fucking Neanderthal. They're not Wrangler supporters as much as they don't like the Stoned Vet drama attacking several honorably discharged vets for what seems like no reason. They're more your haters than anything else. Hand banana, I already did it. I'm still with Mrs. K-Far. That was a decade ago.
Stop. Stop. Give me
Do your thing.
Stop.
Also, let me talk about this for a second. Let me go full screen because this is a very serious issue. Well, that's not full screen. Looks like I don't know how to go full screen at this point. There we go. So, this is going to be about Shiz, actually. So, something happened to Shiz. I don't know what stream it was on or where it happened or if it happened yesterday or the day before. Everyone knows that Shiz is the drama queen at this point, and it looks like she's trying to make Stone Vet her drama king. But somebody made a sock account, or it might not even be a sock account. It made some very distasteful comments. If it was anyone in here, which I 110% doubt it was, but just to say it, if that was you, don't do it. That shit was gross. Don't do it. Whether my feelings are towards her or anything, it was kind of cringy and disgusting, but there we go. That was said.
We have to be told multiple.
Alright, no, I did not get on the...
She punched the bouncer.
I swear to God, I did not.
He doesn't.
I did not punch anyone. Stop fucking resisting and just fucking
They had to carry her out. She's like, no. She's like, slamming me. 20 or 19.
Just drunk in the club. Trouble. You 21.
I love you. I love you. Stop fucking resisting. Get in the car. I love you so much.
Osmore, can we switch out cuffs?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to switch these handcuffs, make them more comfortable, okay? Lean forward, I don't want you to fall.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, put your feet backwards. Like, hit your feet back. Like that.
Okay, we're just going to cut this here real quick. Why are there so few videos of police helping the public? It always looks like they hate the public. Well, let me figure this out. So I don't believe... Yeah, that's actually why I just stopped the video, Ed. My alarm to go pick them up is going to go off in like 15 minutes, but I still have some office things to move around. In my head, she probably was arrested for trespassing or... disturbing the peace. Did she get out of the cuffs? Yes. Are they going to charge her for escaping? Probably not. That would kind of be like Richard said, that they would be probably a bad look to be like, oh, you got out of the cuffs, you now have a felony. Let's see here. Yeah, more than likely, Richard, they probably just put her in a cell for the night. Everything was already paid for. Everybody was already going to be there anyway. They probably just watched her and released her the next day. I don't really like... This is where I'm going to play... Oh, Mr. Diddy, the asshole destroyer. All you guys suck. That's cool. So this is the problem, Richard. I'm going to say yes. No, actually, I'm not going to say it because broken system, broken trust is going to take it a million times out of context. So this is where you come into liability for the police. If they take her home... And have fun at work. Don't do nothing crazy. It's all about liability for the police. If they take her home and they get into an accident, she gets hurt, it's the police officer's fault because she shouldn't have been there. And then because we live in the lawsuit society that we live in, she'd probably file a lawsuit and she would probably win because she wasn't supposed to be there. Let's say she's drunk. The officer drops her off at home. She's trying to get back at the officers for kicking her out of the club. Oh, he touched me. Even though there's no evidence as such. They're going to file a lawsuit. They're probably going to settle because everyone knows settling costs way more than, what's it called? I'm not cops planning. I'm just telling you the factual information about the incident. It's all about liability. Just flat out. That's why they don't do it. That's like the equivalent of like, hey, I'm drunk driving. I've been stumbling. I blew over. Why can't you just follow me the block to my house? It's all about liability. If they take her to jail, let her sit in a jail till she sobers up, everything's on camera. She's in a cell by herself. More than likely because she's a female is going to have to come in and search her. So there's no, like, she can't claim anything happens. There's not going to be any type of weird situation. Let's say they do get in an accident. She magically gets hurt. She was supposed to be there, so there's nothing to be sued for. Yeah, settling costs, it costs way less than anything. It's just at this point, the police get screwed for doing things the correct way, that they're not trying to add anything extra that could possibly pop up. All right, let's see here. Anything else to cover? I don't think I have anything else to cover. Anybody have any questions? We might be live streaming way later tonight at like midnight because I'm pretty bored at that point. I guess we could show this again because this is always great to show. Richard, I agree that that is not why we're $30 trillion in debt. But yeah, that's other reasons that I can't go into on this page. I'll just show this one more time because this is actually getting pretty disgusting at this point from the drama community. If anybody sees anything other than this and tries to claim that it's my resume, yes, this is my resume, not anything else. Well, this is my resume that is military specific. Just that part. This is not my whole resume. My whole resume is like 2 pages and then a page of educational nonsense and then all that jazz. I think our justice system is broken to a point where some things should just be instantly arrested, have fun in jail for a few years. Hand banana, in the grand scheme of things, you have not brought any drama. What's it called? Fuck yeah, it is broken. There should be some. Let's say someone shows up to your house with their friend who may or may not have one arm to harass you and try to intimidate you at your home. That should be an instant arrest, jail time for years. Anytime somebody shows up to your home to try to cause you harm, jail time. These people who knowingly record in buildings, I don't want to say right to jail, but yeah, it shouldn't be jail, but there needs to start being severe consequences for people. Let's see. I can't imagine having nothing better to do with my life. Well, they're obsessed. That's the big problem. It's like they'll say something, I will correct that thing, and then instead of going, shit, you're right, Kfar, I owe you an apology, they go, no, I'm going to pretend that comment or that statement never happened, and then just keep spewing nonsense just to get a few views and a few bucks. Really, really gross and shows a lack of integrity. Hey, Ed, you watch your mouth. You watch your mouth, Ed. I'm actually going to not wear my Crocs today. I'm going to wear boots because in my old age, my feet are starting to get cold on 30-degree days. Damn, Ed. All right. Anybody? Tones, I've actually said that many times. If everyone was lawless and it went the way that they want, what is protecting them? Because right now it's the cops protecting them. And they're going to now say, oh, Tones and KFAR want bad things to happen to auditors. It's like, no, it's just you want to create a society that isn't exactly conducive to them being with the living for very long. It's like, oh, I'm going to come to your kid's school. In a anarchist society, you would only be able to make that comment once. Coming to someone's home to harass them, but being too scared to come on their property, you would only be able to do that once. Oh no, Richard, I'm not trying to compare. I'm not trying to compare that drunk person and what I've been saying. I'm just trying to say that, yes, I agree with you that the system is broken when it comes to certain things. Oh, Georgia transparency. Georgia not so transparent. Hey, did you get my email from last month when I asked about your records, or did you say no? I'm confused. I'll wait. Hand Banana, I'm not saying that. See, that's why I didn't say it the way I was going to say it. Because now Josh is going to go cry on his page. Nah, I should be able to go to kids' schools and be creepy to kids and harass them. Like, that's the people that they're trying to defend. So you chose not to be transparent. Thank you for admitting that, George. Or not George. Jesus. I got Rogue Nation on the brain. Russell. My bad, Russell. That's Georgia not so transparency, everybody. Hey, my Crocs, I actually need to upgrade my Croc game. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go get my boots on, go get these, according to Stanley, my made up, not real children, which seems weird. There he is, Russell. Still trying to deflect away from his lack of transparency. But what can I really expect from a frauditor who, well, you know what the saying is, you got to lie to fraud it. Is the guy you knew growing up who chowed down on lead paint chips? Yes, I can see that. You know, they make Crocs boots now. So I have a nice pair of hunting boots that I haven't got to use because I haven't hunted in years since my parents moved to Kentucky. And I literally wear them exclusively to pick up the kids when there's like a ton of snow. Golden Corral transparency. Yep. Oh, Hand Banana. If I had some, I would wear them every day. You're judging. Right? Hey, Russell, go ask Tats what I said. Because you haven't believed me for 2 months, so maybe you'll believe him. But again, got a lie to fraud it. Why am I not shocked? KFAR is not fat. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, that's the thing. So Tones kind of hit it. Like, I was accused of stolen valor as early as as recently as 2 days ago. Do you know what I did? I put out my DD-214. And then after I put out my DD-214, I was told that, that might not be his name. He's using his brother's DD-214. Very strange. Very strange. Let's see here. I don't get why all you vets attack each other. It doesn't seem okay if people don't like what GT does with the camera, but it's okay. But yeah, that's the thing, Richard. It's that I said that I was skeptical. Like I said what I could have done with my resume, and I could have made it super overblown and super dramatic, like a superhero movie, but still make it accurate. And I said, it seems skeptical. It seems like he's embellishing. if you will. And apparently to them, that meant that I called out his whole service and said that he never served, yada, yada, yada. And then I asked him, hey, I asked him, hopefully all 81 people are watching right now. I emailed them. I said, hey, send me your records that you think would be relevant to what I said. I will gladly go through and issue a retraction and apologize in the video. And he adamantly refused because he's not transparent. Very strange, very strange. I'm not sending you anything. Pull the record. Again, thank you for not being transparent, Russell. I don't know if you came here expecting this to go a different way, but everyone's disagreeing with you, Russell. Celtic Guardian, their bastard coming in hot. All right, I'll let Russell ask one more question, then I'll hop off here. Cutting it close, guys. Cutting it close. Hand Banana, I expect you to live stream if you do that. No, here's the thing, Russell. It's not my channel. I don't have an echo chamber. I don't have to block people like you do. My whole thing is you came here making claims. Your name is Georgia Transparency. And then when someone asked you via email, man to man, hey, do you mind being transparent? If you don't mind being transparent, setting what you think is relevant to this issue, I will gladly issue a retraction and apology. And instead of saying, shit, that sounds great, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate your integrity. You said no. And now you're still telling me no a month later. Oh, speaking of one of the good Joshes, how you doing, bud? I'm assuming TB is Turtle Boy motion to recover his devices or to prevent further search of devices was denied by court. I am not shocked. Here's the thing, Russell. That's on your page. That's not to my email. I'm not going to give you the view and give you my 0.01 cent if I asked you a month ago to be transparent and you refused. See how that doesn't make sense? Hand Banana, this is going to sound crazy. KFAR owns Crocs, running shoes. Those running shoes, those ones. Cowboy boots, and then my hunting boots. Those are the only shoes I own. Russell, I'm going to leave you with some advice. Look at Rogue Nation. That's what you're going to turn into. Do you really want to turn into a near 50-year-old loser with 2 felonies who's literally sitting in his house stealing other people's content? That's the road you're going down. Look at all the frauditors who have been doing it a while. Felonies, they've ruined their lives. And you're okay with that. You're okay with spitting on the Constitution just to make a buck. That's another one that wants to fight me. So far, Broken System, Broken Trust wants to fight me. Cody High Rollin wants to fight me, and Rogue Nation wants to fight me. Then you'll be like Wrangler. I mean, if you want to be like Wrangler, I guess you can do that. You're closer than I am. Now wash your eyes out with bleach. God. All right. Yes. Oh, God. That's even a better example. You're going to end up like Glenn Serio, bro. You're going to be silently casing a armored vehicle. That's my alarm. So now I have to get off. I'm not expecting any self-reflection. I just want it to be on the record that I tried my best to help out Russell and basically tell him, do XYZ, end up like these guys. But I doubt he'll get to that. How am I fat? I'm still drawing a blank on that. I run regularly and work out daily, but sure. The guy who got trespassed from Golden Corral is going to call me out. Okay. Good luck with that, Russell. Everybody have a good day. Yeah, get out of that. Everybody have a good day. Because I don't listen to you, I'll fail. It seems like you've already failed, sport. All right. Bye. Like I said, I'll got a premiere at 6, and I might live stream way, way, way later tonight when I'm bored. Everybody have a good day. Stay safe. Have many imaginary kids, I guess, because that's what we do here. Bye. Why am I trying